Hi Omar, thank you for being with us today. Please tell us a little bit more about yourself and Into.
My name is Omar Ratib. I am the Assistant Recruitment Director for Into University Partnerships. Into is a private education company that specialises in forming joint venture agreements with some of the best universities in the UK, US and most recently Australia as well.
Can definitely vouch for that. Into has been a partner of global education for many years, a very strong partnership indeed. What have been some of your favourite things about working with global education?
I mean, global education is renowned in South Africa and arguably globally as well. It's a great institution in terms of helping students find their path to university and beyond. We've been working with you guys for several years now and we're happy with the services that our students receive from the initial inquiry all the way through to enrolment at the university.
And we can say vice versa, so thank you for all of the support.
Thank you.
Into have also been attending our Global Education Study Abroad Expo for many years. What have been your thoughts around the Expo and what can you tell us about coming to the Expo every year?
I mean, it's a great expedition that we do every year with Global. It's very well organised and it seems to attract a lot of students from all different backgrounds. Not least obviously the schools that we visit, but also even during the events like today, the ballroom events where students come in from all different places in South Africa. So it's all well organised and we like the organisational.
What are some notable things about South African students that you've experienced over the years?
I mean, they're very friendly. They're great students. They seem passionate about education, passionate about sports as well. A lot of questions about scholarships for sports over in the US particularly. But yeah, generally very well-rounded students that seem to be studying subjects across the board. So whether it's sciences, general ed subjects and so on. That's exactly what universities want. The education system seems to be robust, varied as well. So you get obviously the local system, 12-year system, but you also have the British and the US American system as well. So.
Omar, can you tell us a little bit more about the pathways that Into provide? Some students have this misconception and sometimes are very crestfallen thinking that they can't go to university because they might struggle a little bit more academically.
I think we as a company have realised that not everybody is academically gifted in terms of being able to join a university at that level. So we provide the pre-university courses we refer to as pathways. Sometimes we call them foundation, pre-masters and so on. This is not to diminish any students, it's actually to give them a helping hand into the university degree itself. So if they are perhaps falling back a little bit on some of the subjects, perhaps their English isn't where they would like it to be, we're able to take those universities and often on the university campuses as well, and then they transition over to the university once they successfully complete the programme.
Personally, I've had a lot of students go through the pathway. They always come back to us with the most fantastic feedback, parents alike, because they really get the opportunity to settle into studying in a new country with a new curriculum, and they feel ready to tackle their first year of their studies, and they love the fact that they get a guaranteed entry once they've completed their pathway.
Absolutely. I mean, the pathway programme is designed to bridge the gap between high school and university lecture theatres. So it's been taught on a campus, but in a classroom environment, maximum 16 students per class. That gives the students the opportunity to ask more questions of the professors and teachers that are teaching them, and naturally it would lift their GPA, their grades, quicker and faster than they would normally if they were a mainstream university student. So it's just giving them that extra support and help to make sure that they're going to be successful in the university's degree programme.
Something that's really lovely about the pathways that Into provide is that they cater for students who need the honours year and don't have the honours year in order to then do a master's program overseas, typically known as the pre-masters.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Yeah, so the pre-masters programme is a preparation programme for students that perhaps don't have the prerequisites for the degree programme or the masters itself. So in the UK, the pre-masters or the graduate diploma is a programme of a 9-month programme typically, and then when students successfully complete that, they will go on to their 1-year master's degree. In the States or the United States, they would do the graduate pathway programme, which is equivalent to your first year of your 2-year master's degree itself. So they'll be the same in either way, 2 years in the UK, 2 years in America.
And Omar, what have been some of the most fulfilling things about working with Into?
I mean, I've been working with Into now for 14 years. It's been a fantastic journey so far. I love the fact that you get to speak to students and actually contribute and help shape their future. So you're really the first step of the way for their future careers, their future aspirations. And that's something very rewarding. I think it's important to speak to the students and understand their needs and what they actually aspire to do as well. And you get to do that day in and day out with Into.
And what do you find tend to be some of the most surprising things for students about Into who are still getting to know the company?
Yeah, they don't understand the contractual side of things and why we represent so many universities. I think when you explain what you're here to do, we're basically an education service provider. We provide advice. That's basically what we're doing for students that want to go to university. And the beauty about working with a company like Into is that we have so many options that we are guaranteed to find a place for everyone who comes to inquire.
Anybody can study overseas.
Anybody. It's simple. It's simple. It's a misconception amongst many students that it's so difficult to apply or so difficult to get into universities, whether it's UK or US. I'm here to say that is not the case. There's help along the way through global education, through Into, we can get them there.